There we go. I pushed the wrong one originally. How is everyone doing? Oh, weird. That wasn't charging the whole time. I bought this new handheld that has a bunch of games on it, and it was plugged in, but it wasn't plugged in. So, shame. Well, let's see. So I know I streamed a couple days ago. um, but I have more stuff set up. It's still my office is still a mess. Keep that in mind. I moved in. Uh, it'll be the second week now, and we've gone a long way. I got sound panels up right there, right there, right there. Some in front of me. I have some on the ground right there that I need to figure out where I want to put them. I didn't want to like flood the walls, but I also want to use them all. I bought them. And yeah, so right before stream this hand, I mounted that monitor. And so I'll talk about that in a little bit. What else? What else can we talk about? So I'll just cut to the chase. I'm gonna be and it requires me to actually show it instead of keep talking about it, right? But when I'm not working or hanging out with family or sleeping, I am going to be working on content. I'm literally constantly writing all the time and trying to reshuffle my ideas around based on like what's hot on my mind, and get a good sprint of writing on some topic, and then I don't know, like I'll get another idea that I'll like start putting into a script that I already had. And anyway, so I need to finish them A to Z more consistently. So I didn't. Let's see. I plan to stream a couple times a week, and that's gonna be the start. So even if they're light streams like this, where we're chatting about something, we'll eventually play some games. I have a bunch of different models and Legos that we can assemble here, and actually, we can go mobile. So we'll do this. So one thing I forgot to do is want to add this, and then
And
I'll
I'll
just
just
toggle.
toggle. There we go. All right. So this camera can follow me. Right here, right down at my desk is where we're going to assemble all sorts of different things. It's going to be like the Hangout streams where we're not playing something. So I have things like just some simple fun things like this Rayquaza thing that I got. I have this X-Wing model. I have a whole bunch of other stuff that we're going to be going through. Hopefully the mic isn't peaking. I'm going to lower that. So I did get a wireless mic so I can walk around and do this while the camera is still following me. So other things, can it see the whiteboard? It might be able to. Yeah, it can see it. You can't really read it. Here is where I have everything that I am doing for every month. A lot of them are very ambitious, but then I put goals to be like, well, I need to at minimum do this. And then I have the rest of 2025 goals to keep me in check on how am I doing, right? So along with the gaming and hanging out, and then building, we also have over here all of, and I'm going to crank up the light a little bit. We have all of this stuff that I can go through, and I can do lore videos on. I can use for versus matchups. I can use for power scaling. I can use for what ifs, swapping characters in each other's universes. On top of, media that I can watch or read online. But there is such a collection here. There's Bleach. I started that. Folks said that they were interested in me talking about Bleach more. I did like 2 or 3 videos on it, and that was about it. I love Bleach. I bought most of the manga. I bought a bunch of light novels. I bought 2 of the data books. The third one I can only find in French, so I didn't want to buy it. We have Naruto. That's at some point I want to touch on. All of this right here. This is all Marvel comics, like Avengers, and then over here is Star Wars, and then there is some one-offs, like not one-offs, but a smaller collection that I have. Like I have Avengers, I have X-Men, Captain America, Miles Morales, Thor, Hulk, Silver Surfer, Spider-Man, Captain America, more X-Men. That time I got reincarnated as a slime. Star Wars, Invincible, Spawn. I still owe. Then you go over here. Yeah, and then Elder Scrolls as well. And then I am working on figuring out where the games are going to live. I have over here, and I'll show that in a second on the other camera, a couch spot where we can sit out on a more casual setting with the couch. But yeah, I mean, these are all like educational books that I plan to get through as well, to obviously to to make myself more educated on the topics that we're talking about. And I think it would be pretty fun to add science into these fictional things as well. I mean, The Witcher, Lord of the Rings, this is all DC. Most of this down here is DC, and like a crap ton of Batman. I just got Swamp Thing. I started a Godzilla collection. I have Hellboy. I have Saga, which I don't know anything about. My dad gave me those comics. I have Lucifer from DC, 100 Bullets, The Last Man, Kingdom Hearts is standing right here. There's a lot going on here, right? And this is not all the manga or anime or comics or other fictional material that I'm going to go through. But this is stuff that we can go through at a good starting point, right? And then what I also wanted to show, tripping over a cable, is over here. And I'm going to figure out a hotkey for this. But this is the couch. And you saw it already. Where is my mouse? I think I need to charge this mouse. This is supposed to be for... Oh no, it's this one. So this one, I can see chat. and I can play games on the couch. And if I have a buddy over or a guest of some kind, and we're playing locally, we can hang out here, see chat. Uh, all of my consoles are going to be right here. They're going to be able to connect to my computer way back there and to the TV here. I also have a Steam Link that I can play my PC games on here for, and this can be more the casual hangout setting as well. So again, this is still work in progress. Like I said, I think an hour ago I mounted that monitor, tested it. I got the camera set up like 10 minutes before stream. I had to get it from Amazon. I had two other webcams that were just not keeping a good consistent connection. They were also several years old, sitting in a drawer. So it is what it is. But I do like the idea of being able to interact with stream with like this microphone and be able to go and walk around and literally talk. I do this all the time at work where I am constantly presenting and I am constantly arguably expected now at this point to go and walk around and things like that. So this camera can follow me just like the other one is. Again, I plan to have something that I can snap between the different cameras. Until then, that is the state we're in. But this camera right here can follow me. That camera over there is cheaper, but it can follow me. It's more like a zoom. It's not necessarily turning. So what else can we talk about? So I'm realizing that these lights are a little bright with that camera. So let me drop it ever so slightly, and it shouldn't be too bad after this. But I'm trying to figure out, well, one, I have to clean up this corner. You guys can't really see this, thankfully. It's a huge mess on the ground. I tried to hide it out of view. But there's a lot of different things that I'm planning to do. I have to finish setting up these consoles, and then I have to assemble a couple things in here for the couch streams. I need to set up the rest of the sound panels. I need to go through arguably junk and decide what to keep, what not to keep as far as like cables. We had a lot of upgrades. We're using 3 cameras now in the office, and I can go walk around. And one of the things that I also want to do is get back into doing things like challenge runs and speed runs for the gaming channel. That was my first YouTube channel. It hangs out at about 300 subscribers, which is awesome. It was not even supposed to get that far. It was all me just uploading games that I liked to play and do crazy things like Ninja Gaiden Black Master Ninja speedruns or Dark Souls 3 with a broken sword. I think I did that like 5 hours. It was not a good run in the scheme of other Dark Souls players. But I mean, there's just so many games that I own that I think we can go and constantly play through for challenges, for speed runs, for lore, for the main channel on YouTube where we go through and talk about it more deeply. Like I spent a lot of time over here talking about this. Like Bayonetta was a series that folks were interested in for the video game category or poll that I did. And so I literally just need to beat Bayonetta 3. That's the last one. And I own it. So I just need to sit down and do it. And I think we just do it on stream. And and there's also, while we're doing that, maybe I could do a Bayonetta 1 through 3, um, playthrough. I don't know, season, series, whatever, and we can see if I can get through. Like I think it's called Infinite Climax, at least on the first one. But spend time, enjoy it, go through it. I know you have to fight Rodin later, but anyway, that's essentially it as far as like the office and talking lightly about the content. So specifically, what I'll show you, or I'll tell you what the whiteboard pretty much says. So I have a note on what I'm watching, what I'm reading, what are my goals for uploading on the main channel, what are my gaming YouTube channels goals, and those are going to relate more with what I'm streaming. And and then I have streaming things that I want to do, and then I put what's upcoming in case somehow I get through most of that, and I can pull stuff up or to the left if you know about scheduling. So right now I have How Strong Is Null. That one uh, is the lowest hanging fruit. I should be able to do that. Arguably this weekend. I'm gonna be pretty open Sunday. Family's gonna be out doing stuff, and they did it strategically to allow me to hang out at the house. I didn't plan or ask for it, but they were like, "Hey, go get stuff done," which is cool. We have Thor versus Kratos, Thor from Marvel Comics, and we're gonna be going through different versions. Goliath versus All Might. I'm pretty sure that was an Extra Life incentive that was hit at the end of last year. And then How Strong is Danny Phantom? So I need to watch that series. Not watch it, but like I haven't watched any of it. I'm pretty sure I only have like a handful of episodes left, and I started writing the script a while ago, so I just need to finish it. And then I also, and these aren't in any particular order except maybe the Null one, but then I need to add my thoughts on the Netflix Devil May Cry. I know it's a little bit past the time, but I was in the middle of moving when that came out, and I was able to watch it. My wife was actually interested in watching it, so we watched it, and yeah, that there is that. As far as watching, I talked about Danny Phantom. My wife and I are watching Daredevil Born Again. So far, we're liking it. And then um, streaming, you'll see it when it happens. I'm not going to go too in depth for it. I will say I was able to get Ninja Gaiden 2 Black to work on my computer. It decided as soon as I plugged it in here to start working. I didn't do anything different other than I think between then there's been like some NVIDIA update to the drivers, and all I did was update that, and maybe that fixed it. I have no idea. So I think as far as first games to play, I might do that because that's overdue. And I bought it as soon as it came out, but I could not get past a black screen, and I asked for a refund. And originally, and they told me no because I bought it 30 days before. But all I did originally was when I bought it, I got to the menu, and then I went, cool, it works. Came back 30 days later when I was doing other stuff, and then I was getting black screens. And then I had like 11 minutes played, and they're like, "Yep, no, it's been a month. You get to keep it." So I was pretty furious, but then thankfully coming here, and maybe those updates fixed it, but now I get to actually play it. Anyway, so that is everything I can think of on the docket without actually doing some sort of content or some sort of stream. I think tomorrow what I'll do is we'll actually do some gaming, and in between tonight and tomorrow night's stream, I will work on the Null video and just get that one done, and we'll go from there. So, like I said, short and sweet. I still I still have a lot I think I need to do for setting up for a more consistent uh, content office space, and I don't want to spend a lot of time streaming when I have a lot to write, a lot to record, a lot to clean up, a lot to set up. Anyway, so hopefully this is short and sweet enough. I appreciate everyone that has been supporting um, everywhere. Discord, the main YouTube, folks reaching out to me, asking how I'm doing, everything. I appreciate it very much and expect to see me much, much more often than you have in a long time. So I will be back on tomorrow and we'll probably do some hanging out and gaming and we'll chat on any questions anyone's got. So appreciate everyone and have